Bobby Moore and Sir Jeff Hurst, the Trevor Brooking and Billy Bonds, Paolo Di Canio, West Ham United. We celebrate our victories, we stick together in defeat. I'm proud of our history, West Ham United, more than just a podcast, more than just a podcast.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. This is more than just a podcast.
Sorry.
It is it's season 13, it's episode 52. If you haven't listened to episode 51, go back and listen to it. We talk about the second leg of the Europa quarter-final, and we talk about the Eagles, the loss to the Eagles, the elephant in the room, and David Moyes. But this is your time. This is question time, and we've got the same two reprobates here. We've got Nigel. Where are you? What are you doing?
I'm in my shed.
And we've got Canning Town Len. What are you doing?
In the studio, still watching the paint dry.
So it must mean that it's time for this. Yes, Facebook, Twitter question time, where you, the 8 listeners, get to ask the questions. By the way, a few listeners, both at the two previous games, the Fulham game. Was it the Fulham game? What was the last home game before the Bayer Leverkusen?
Fulham.
Yeah, listeners, I wish I'd taken their names. It's a little bit rude of me. Stopped me and said, "Oh,
wanker.
You do that for
that.
No. Well, one of them said, Len and Nigel give you a real hard time, don't they? I go, yeah.
Don't ask
We're
bad
friends,
as you give
really.
us.
We're friends, really. I said it's all for show. It's all for show. Anywho,
Hold up.
Go on.
It ain't for show, Sean.
Yeah, all
For
right.
show
You
at all.
know it
You're
ain't.
you fucking phone up and say the same thing.
Fucking all the show.
It's we all play our roles. Anyway, Nigel.
No, you play a role, yeah? We just behave how we do in public. When people meet me and him in public, it's like they're listening to us on a podcast. When they meet you, they get a different persona.
Really?
Yeah, you're not a bigger prick as you are on here as you are in real life. Yeah, you like to be the big prick on the podcast.
We all have a role to
You
play.
don't behave like that in real life. And that's what I have to say to people when people go, why the fuck do you like him? Yeah? And I say, because when you know him, and there are people you are friends with now, Sean, that have asked me that question.
Yeah.
Yeah? And they now sort of like you for some strange reason.
I know.
Yeah.
It does get hilarious.
People that have asked me this question
Yeah.
are now friends with you
I know they are.
themselves.
I know.
And I stand there going, isn't that funny?
Isn't that funny? Anyway, we don't reveal how sausages are made,
No.
Nigel. Facebook, Twitter, question time.
Yes. So, a direct message, which counts because it was on Twitter, from Mr. Johnny Goodman, who is a good man. Evening, gents. Hope all is well. He says, I'm not bothered who our next manager is. My hope is just not to be relegated in a good FA Cup run. That's what I like.
We
John, as
won't
well.
get relegated this season.
He said, what would be the first thing you want to see from the new manager? Recruitment, playing style, using more youth more, making attacking substitutions. He then
Yes, all
tells
of
us.
those.
He then tells me where he works, Len.
Yeah.
He finishes with Brady out and crossed arm hammers out.
Brady out.
And he happens to work, Len, at a golf
Yeah.
club.
Oh, does
Ah,
he?
does he? What's his name? Goodman.
John, who keeps asking for me and you, not you, Sean, to escort him round.
Is he a pro though?
No,
Or
I
is he not?
What's his
Well,
handicap?
I don't know. Who cares what his handicap is? I love it. When people go, "Oh, I'm not playing with you because you're good," I'm thinking, I'm fucking shit. I'm going to be shit whether I'm playing with someone good or not. You ain't going to embarrass me, mate. I'll do it myself. Yeah? I just like to hack a golf ball down.
It wasn't Len Goodman, because I'm pretty sure.
7.
I think
That's Len Goodman.
That's me on a par 3.
Yeah.
Seven!
We've all done it.
Wasn't Len Goodman a West Ham fan? I think
He
he's
was
dead.
Yeah, he
indeed.
was.
He's dead
Bethnal
now.
Green boy.
He died.
Yeah.
Actually, here's a funny thing. He died.
Not for him, it ain't.
He died a year ago today.
No, he never.
A year and a day. 22nd of April, 2023.
Bloody
A year
Jeez,
ago
that's gone
yesterday.
slowly.
Yeah, there you go.
It's funny how some things feel long ago and some things don't.
Just the one then from me.
Go on.
So, new manager, what would be the first thing you want to see? Recruitment, playing style, youth more, substitutions, attacking. What are you going for?
Well, the recruitment's going to be down to Steiden.
Started.
Okay.
He may need to bring in youth because there's going to be a lot of exits, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
I don't take this the wrong way, but I think playing style. I don't really mean because he's talking about the first thing.
Yeah.
There's so many other things that are out of his hand.
Yeah.
We need to see some intent there, and that's the only way we can show any intent.
Yeah.
So it'd have to be playing style.
Sean?
Me too. I mean, it's got to be. Youth is always a gamble. Recruitment is Tim Steiden, so it's got to be playing style.
Yeah, I mean, without all that, actually, funny enough, all three in a good. And the reason for that is it's got to be something different from what we got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because weirdly, what we've got has been successful. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just ain't good to watch. Yeah, we
Yep.
can all agree that,
Yep.
but it has been successful. Well, if we're
I'm not
moving
sure it
away
is
from
now,
that,
though.
no, not now. But what I'm saying is it has been.
Yeah.
But if you're moving away from that, then it's got to be better to watch.
Yeah.
But being better to watch in a way should be predominantly what this club is about.
Yeah, you can't lose anything by being like that.
No.
And the youth bit, you can't lose anything from that. Especially
I
when you're
mean,
moving
here's
in that
a
stadium.
great question, yeah? Could you imagine us 3-0 down at Wembley with 20 minutes to go, or less, yeah,
Yeah.
getting back into a game?
Well, we did against Tottenham, didn't we? Was that Wembley or
Well, we
no? It
were
was their
2
place,
down,
wasn't
to
it?
be fair. But yeah, I get your point. But that was longer, because what I'm saying is that was the second 45. We were 2 down at half time. But
Yeah.
could you see us doing what Coventry done to a Man United team
No,
at Wembley?
Not at all.
No. And I think that says it all, actually.
Yeah, it's all got to change, isn't it?
So, I look forward to next season and whatever it brings. As much as I look forward to any other season. So, I'll be sad for David Moyes when he leaves. I will be,
God.
because it has been a good run, and it has been more wins than losses. Believe it or not.
Don't feel like
Some
it.
of them losses, no, yeah, but the losses. Listen, the thing is, he's got to be careful, because all this I'll win and whatever. If he wants to walk out with his head held high, he's got to do something in the last 4 games, because his performance is nosediving in the.
I thought you were going to say he's got to be careful what he wishes for.
No,
So did I.
but
It's true, though.
His position at the top of the West Ham managers chart, yeah, could slip with 4 defeats.
Premier League managers.
And that is the Premier League, and that is and that's the thing that I've always said throughout this is you can't really judge Moyes, his record, until he's left, and then it's final, and then you can go, was he that? Was he this? So anyway,
Well, I think really once he goes, we should stop looking backwards.
Don't
Definitely compare him to historical managers. Start comparing him to his contemporaries and managers that are playing now. And for a long while, it hasn't been good enough.
no,
And it
but
lacks a plan. That's the worst thing about it. It's just.
But West Ham is a club, I would say, built on its history. So therefore, we are gonna, look backwards in comparisons.
Don't look any further than their tenureship.
Anyway,
By the way, I've got a quick apology to make. I only have one job. This is episode 51. The last one was episode 50. It got me episodes wrong.
Oh, right.
So apologies.
Okay.
This is episode 51. Last one's 50.
All right. And bothered said nobody. Next up, it's Adam. I had a leather barrow, but the wheel flopped. He's off again. Hi, chaps. Hope all is well. Would you pull the trigger on Moyes now, or wait till the season is over? I think we should give his last home game this weekend versus Liverpool as a send-off. I love this. And appoint a new head coach the following day. Because they're queuing up, Ed. They're queuing up to be our manager. Form a queue, please. Season's not over. And we'll let you manage us against Luton.
I mean, why wouldn't you want Sullivan and Brady as your boss? I mean, everyone would want that.
Europe is so beyond us now, so let's use the remaining games as a mini pre-season so the coach can be hands-on with the senior squad to see who he wants to work with next season. The next month is crucial for the rebuild in the summer, and the last 3 fixtures will be a great opportunity to bed in the upcoming youth prospects. Cheers. Flip-flops out, socks and sliders in. Blimey, Ad.
Sliders? Cool, dear.
Yeah, hamburgers.
Yeah.
Birkenstocks at best. I love
I
my
bet he
Birkenstocks.
wears socks with his sliders.
Oh, I don't wear You don't wear socks with your Birkenstocks. Definitely not.
I ain't got a clue what you're talking about, Sean.
You haven't got Birkenstocks?
Sean, I ain't got flip-flops. I don't know, like...
I bet Leonard's got Birkenstocks.
No, never even heard of them.
Oh.
No.
I think I know what they are though, because they're like swimming pool sandals, aren't they?
No,
got
they are
the word right across the.
They have got it, but they're
top.
not for the swimming pool, mate. Yes, they're not.
Yeah, but that's where I
sliders.
see them.
They've got proper leather, they're
no.
handcrafted, and they mould to your feet.
No, I've
They
never
don't
heard of
leather.
them.
Can't believe it. Philistines.
You call me a fucking Philistine. I'm the only artist on the fucking podcast. For fuck's sake.
I can't be a Philistine. I'll do a bit of culture. I went to Shakespeare's house the other week.
What, in Doughty Street? No, sorry, that's Dickens' house. I do beg your
the
pardon.
one in Stratford-upon-Avon, wasn't it? Did a
Oh,
bit of
right,
that.
yeah.
Well, Anne Hathaway, but his missus. But he lived there. and
Do you know, there's a... I'm not sure you call it conspiracy theory, but there's actually no evidence that he existed. Shakespeare,
What,
you know that, don't you?
What?
Well, they seem pretty bloody...
Well, they would do. They'd be out of business if they didn't.
What are you saying? His missus wrote everything and just put his name down because they wouldn't buy it if it was a woman.
No, but there's no... All I'm saying is there's no evidence of his existence.
What, no birth certificate?
Nothing.
Well, what about his
Apparently.
grave then? Because he's buried in the church in Stratford-upon-Avon.
Yeah, but, you know, lots of people have graves. Freddie the Frog had a grave.
Yeah, they didn't fucking find it though, did
No.
they?
Leicester 2-0 up against
Southampton.
It looks like Leicester are coming up and get a points deduction straight away.
All right. So, I mean, who is going to sack a manager like that? And I love the way they think we're that prepared that we know who the next manager is, so we can sack him on the Sunday and appoint a new one on the Monday to then take us for the last 3 games.
Yeah,
Ed,
ain't gonna happen.
you seem like someone, I'm guessing, in your 30s, yeah? You've supported West Ham long enough. You've seen us under this ownership model. How the fuck do you expect them to sack a manager on the Saturday and appoint someone on the Monday? Just for 3 games. Let's be sensible here.
Ain't gonna happen, Ed.
When you're flip-flopping, try use that brain, the grey matter there.
I don't think that's going to work.
No.
I mean, it's the last 7 or 8 questions he's asked.
Oh, no. Anyway. Fabrizio Romano's got an hammering update, Sean.
Go on.
So he's texted me and said, I understand after the initial round of talks, it's highly unlikely to see Amorim as new West Ham manager.
Oh, isn't that
No
funny?
shit.
Discussions not expected to advance after meeting in London, but talks on standby with Liverpool since last week.
You thought they might be.
Ooh.
On standby. Do you want him or fucking don't you?
Don't
Yeah,
tell Nick
that's-
that. Nick reckons it's a done deal, and it's always been a done deal.
Yeah. there you go.
It's always, they agreed it months. But hey,
Well,
No,
done deal
But
to
not
Nick.
with the don't know the person. Nick don't
Yeah.
know the person. He never said that.
Yeah.
oh no, he has recently. Last night he was saying that.
Oh, was it? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, Dundee to Nick is actually a town just across the bridge from Edinburgh.
Yeah, we
That's Dundee.
yeah,
Nick.
we have spoken. We've had a few voice notes between each other since Palace game. But no hard feelings.
All right.
Well, you're the one losing the money. Why should he have our feelings?
I'm not losing the money. I'm
fucking
giving it,
well are you and
I'm
never
not,
fucking.
Hang on. I'm not losing the money. I'm giving it to charity.
Yeah, you're a
And
wonderful
obviously,
person.
As you know, donations to charity are tax deductible.
Yeah.
Why would I know that?
Well,
Well, I
because
do
you're
know
a-
it,
You're a
but
businessman. So
yeah, I
you'll
know that. But
Anyway, yeah, but you still ain't got. If I've got a fiver and I give it to charity, yeah,
Yeah.
got 5 or
I'm
less.
still a fiver down, and I, Sean.
Yeah, but
Fucking hell.
obviously I can take it off my tax bill.
Oh. So the tax man's paid the fiver. You ain't even paid the fiver then.
No,
so
hang
you're
on.
giving charity money and the tax man's giving you the fiver back and saying, I'll pick that up, you can take it off your tax.
Yeah.
What about the shame of
tight
never
wad.
being right, Sean? Does that not affect you or what?
Tight wad.
Now, hang on. It's 40% tax. I've still got to pay 60% of it. It's just 40% I get to save. Or no, or is it all tax deductible?
It's all tax deductible, isn't it?
Yeah, you're right. It's probably all tax deductible.
Ask Barry. Anyway.
Yeah.
Ian Gravitt says, evening, all, even though he did ask this last night. I hope there's a pod tonight. Well, it's Tuesday, but anyway. He's got a question. He
What
says,
is his question?
He says, well, basically, I will know, like me, what timescale does the club get relegated? I remember you mentioning it, that it's roughly every decade or so, but it's got me worrying about the fact that we're going to be in Europe, that we're not going to be in Europe, and we'll probably lose Kudus, Bowen and Alvarez, plus all the out-of-contract
You won't
players,
lose Bowen.
as we usually start to stumble down the table shortly after a few good seasons.
Have a little bit of faith.
What do you reckon, Sean?
Sorry, my son was asking me a question. You have to repeat it.
Well, tell him he has to put it on Facebook.
Well,
like
he's
everyone
driving at
else.
the moment. It's a question you won't want to know. He just put a dash cam in his new car, and he's asking me whether I've got a SD card, a micro SD card of 4 gig or under. It's not the kind of. It's not a.
Oh, right.
It's not a dash cam podcast.
Oh, right. No.
So sorry,
Right,
ask the
okay.
question again.
Yeah. But basically, do you think next season we could be losing, with no Europe, we could be losing the likes of Bowen, Kudus, who does he say? Bowen, Kudus, Alvarez, Paquetá, with the out-of-contract players as well, that actually this could be the start of the demise of West Ham?
I mean, there is that danger. I mean, that's why you must make sure that there's a player, there's a manager that people want to play for. I think we'll lose one of them, and it's probably going to be Paquetá, but I hope we can keep Kudus and Bowen. The problem. Oh, little breaking story here. Forgot about it on the news one. Aaron Cresswell was offered a 1-year extension and he's turned it down, so he will be leaving at the end of the season. He's one of our homegrown players. Ben Johnson.
I'm surprised at that.
Yeah, I know. I was told the week. I forgot to tell you. Ben Johnson has turned down every contract offered him. He's definitely leaving this summer. Looks like he's done a deal with Palace and he's joining Palace. So there's 2 homegrown players. We lost obviously Cover Coventry. That was 3. He was named last year. That's 3 homegrown players. So we can't lose Bowen as well. We need to bring in some homegrown players. We've got a rebuilding. Coming back to your original question, we've got some rebuilding to do because we've got a number of, squad players leaving. We can't afford to have an exodus as well. We could maybe lose Paquetá and use that money to rebuild, but we certainly can't lose a Bowen and Kudus and.
That's
and
why
Alvarez.
I don't think we'll be getting a big name manager. A big name manager is going to look at our squad. And he's probably going to think deep down there's a couple there that are going to have it on their toes, Paquetá and that. We don't know if Paquetá goes. Will Emerson want to hang about because they're buddies.
I know now, yeah.
But anyway, let's say I actually think we could keep Kudus, and I'll tell you why. Because he blows so hot and cold. Bigger clubs may think twice about.
Yeah, no, I think you're right.
Alvarez possibly. He's a fantastic player. Maybe it works in our favour. He gets booked so often. Our big clubs might not want to take the chance because of his disciplinary problem, but maybe they will. And then with all the out of contract, you know,
I think
can't
Kudus
see-
needs another season with us to,
Yeah.
you know, get a bit better, and then we'll see. You know, there's nothing wrong with selling players, by the way.
I don't think any manager of a club, and that includes that Amorim, would give up Champions League football, to come and manage West Ham in the position that we're in.
Yeah. I think Connor Coventry's coming to us, by the way, talking about homegrown players. He lives just down the road. In fact, where my son lives, 50% of the time, one of his friends lives in his road, his private road. He lives in Bookham in Surrey, where he was brought up. He was from 8 years old. He's been at Chelsea. Chelsea are in serious trouble, even though they sold their 2 hotels.
You're talking about Conor Gallagher.
Conor Gallagher, sorry, not Conor Gallagher.
I was going to
Conor
say,
Conor Gallagher.
where's he going with this?
Sorry, Conor
Fucking hell.
Gallagher. Conor Gallagher.
Conor Gallagher.
Gallagher has to be sold because Chelsea spent 404 million on wages. They spent 75 million on agents. They've spent over $1 billion since the new owners. And even though they sold their own hotels to themselves, 75 million, if they don't balance the books over the summer, they will get a points deduction next season. So the only asset they can really sell is Conor Gallagher.
No, they don't have other assets.
And we need a homegrown player. And he wants to stay in London. He's just built a new house in Bookham. He's just refurbished it. I think he wants to stay in London. I think he's perfect for us. I know he turned us down before, but I certainly see us making a move for him this summer.
Was that for when Ward-Prowse goes back to Southampton? Anyway,
We'll see.
just to answer Super Ian, I did list. We've been relegated every decade since the 1970s, just the once. So that's 78, 89, 91, 2003, 2011. Who knows?
See all of them.
There's still 6 years left, 5 years left in this decade for us to go down. But what I will say is this is currently our second longest spell in top flight, continuous. It's our second longest continuous spell in top flight in the club's history. Make of that what you will. So we're not so much of a yo-yo club, are we? Shammy. Right, that's it for Facebook. Let's tondo over to see on Facebook.
I thought you were saying that was Facebook. That was Twitter, was it?
No, that was Twitter. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
It was Facebook Twitter question time last time.
Oh, yeah.
I listened to the theme tune.
And direct messages that get sent to you directly.
Yeah, well, they all can.
Okay.
So, here we go.
We loved it here. It's just what we love in
Yeah.
podcasts. We
No, I know.
Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, whenever you're
It's-
ready. You only
It's,
have one job. You.
Steve Harris,
One
Stuart
job.
Masters, and Hector WHU liked our page.
There you go.
Wonder what
Steve Harris from Iron
Don't
Maiden.
know. Mike Rivers and Pepper and Oscar. I don't know who Pepper and Oscar are. Shall I have a look? Right, don't
No.
show me.
Turn like a
Oh, right.
couple of puppies or cats.
Yeah. All right. There's a few now. All comments.
21.
Oh, was there? All right. Okay.
Still whenever you're ready, nice.
Yeah, I know. I'm just getting to the. I thought I'd start at the bottom rather than the top.
Fair enough.
Facebook on my phone is really awful. Super Chrissy Mills gets to go
Yay.
first. Hello, gents, he says. Is the season ticket propaganda already in overdrive?
Always.
Could be.
What the fuck must Amorim have thought of our shit show setup of owners? Words you've heard, Chris, not a lot. Must have been the quickest meeting ever.
One thing that we didn't mention, I love it how they released what the plane was and everything. Wasn't Sporting Lisbon the ones that called
Yeah, Dildo
the
Brothers.
Dildo Brothers.
Yeah.
We didn't mention that. Yeah, I remember now. What was the
Yeah.
player that we were talking about?
Calvaro? No.
And this is one that they
Cavar-
claimed
yeah.
we make.
Calvaro.
There's a little bit of a
I think
parity on, this we didn't. They're saying we didn't make a bid or something, or we didn't.
I think he now plays for Betis, who are of course managed by Pellegrini.
Oh, really?
So he obviously did like the player. What are the chances of us, says Super Chrissy Mills, actually going for it from manager and player wise before season ticket deadline?
No.
None. Brady out, Sullivan out, Moyes out, and Sean's propaganda posts out.
Oh, everyone out.
Oh, I don't do propaganda.
Oh, shut up.
Fucking not much.
Right, next up is Ballon d'Orson.
Yay!
Any truth in reports that the club are taking note of Chelsea's example, creative ways to ease their financial position
No.
with profitability and sustainability rules, and are looking to sell the porter cabins at Rush Green?
Well,
100 mil to dildos are us.
I did a post actually, which says that actually next season we're going to be in the best FFP position we've ever been. 368 million I worked out, and the reason for that is you have to book the profit from Declan Rice this season in 1 year, even though we get the money over 3 or 4 years. 100 million, right? We got 30 million from Europa League. Add on the normal stuff, it's 365 million. That puts us in one of the best positions of the whole of the Premier League on FFP. However, that doesn't mean we've got the cash to back it up. Sorry.
Oh, well, don't fucking mention it then, you fucking idiot.
No, it
What's
is
the point of
important.
saying that?
Has he
Because
finished?
Hang on. It is
Oh, no.
important because if we get a new investor and we stay...
We won't, because no one wants to work with them.
If we get a new investor and they do some cash injection, you never know. And we spend the 85 million. It just leaves us in... We don't have to worry like Man City, Chelsea, Everton, Notts Forest, all of those other people about losses. We're going to make a massive profit on paper in the summer. I finished.
Thank fuck for that. Oh, God,
So,
you wear me out, you do.
Ballon d'Orson then carried, now that Dodds's grand tour has sadly ended, can we have a special Doddsy podcast where he reviews and rates his favourite destinations for Dodsy's hobbies? Perhaps this could be a regular Patreon feature called Dodsy's Gonna Give It To Ya.
Yeah.
Hosted by Len.
With only one team left in Europe. Is the Premier League now the Farmers' League of the European football? Dolly Bird's in, legacy fans out, Moyes ball R.I.P.
Everyone out.
Dear, oh dear. Where do we start? Dodds. I'll put that to Dodds. We could have that. Dodds.
Yeah, ask him.
Yeah,
No one would understand it, though.
we'll translate it.
Who is it? Is it Doddsy that listens to our podcast in 1.5 times?
Yeah, I
believe it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
but because
So
what
he
it is
doesn't know
down
what-
in
he
the
doesn't know what we
southwest,
sound-
they talk so slow. So he for whatever reason, he thinks if we speed up, we might sound a bit like they do down southwest by talking even faster.
So
Apparently
yeah.
he speeds it up in the brothel as well.
Oh dear.
Never hangs it out.
Not out
Quicker
the
it's
window
done,
anyway.
quicker we can recover.
And it's cheaper, isn't it? I've heard. Anyway, Ryan Doyle, moving on. Evening, gents. Dodge, can I just point out, it weren't us that brought it up anyway.
Yeah, I don't know where they get this from, Doddsy.
Yeah. What a first half effort last Thursday from the team. Lack of squad depth killed us second half, says Ryan. But can't knock the team Thursday night. As for Sunday, what a joke. That's the fifth time we've been humiliated this season, twice against teams in the bottom half of the Prem. He thinks mixture of the blame to go round is for the players, and then Moyes looks like he's back to his crap tactics and blames the board for leaving them both in limbo. Yes, I think you're right. What side plays well not knowing who's in charge next season? Either announce he's leaving and give him a send-off where he's deserved. I've not been his biggest fan, but he's been amazing for the club. But his time has now come. Do you think, Sean, the pawn trial will let Steidem pick the new manager if we get one? My biggest fear is if Sully gets involved, we end up with some underwhelming appointment. Well, if you heard the earlier podcast, Ryan, Sean went through it. So let's get Sean to update us. Sean? There you go.
Give you a minute.
That's the best bit of Sean we'll hear tonight. Hopefully he stays fucked off. I don't think you said anything wrong now. Will the pawn troll let Steidem pick the new manager if we get one?
You have to, really.
I
suppose it will select them and then he'll say no. Which is not.
Well, I just think that if we're going down the continental approach in having Steidem, which is a break from tradition for West Ham, that you have to play along with that system. And for me, actually, I can't see a British manager fitting in under that system. I believe our next manager will be continental. From the continent, I suppose. So, yeah. That's what I think. Robert Jesse, but don't call him it to his face.
It's a new name.
It is.
Did we give him a Delta car name?
Yeah, let's have a look.
Jesse.
Jesse's girl? No, that's not.
Can't get past Jesse James.
Jesse James. Yeah, Jesse James.
Jesse.
So I'm just looking. It looks like, though.
Yeah.
He's been to Italy. Because he likes Italy. Because he's been to Venice. And recently he was in Milan. I don't know if he lives in Italy. Nice picture. I think he lives in Italy. Anyway, Rob, let us know. Thanks for joining us. You shall now be Robert Jesse James. Realistically, what manager would come to us? Now, that's a question we like. Short, sharp, to the point. What manager would come to us?
Will Steele would come.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Continental.
Um,
Born in Belgium.
I don't know is the answer. Someone who just wants the fucking chance, really.
Personally, I would like to go down a younger, in a way, sort of. Do you know when we hired Pardew, that was a break from tradition. Yeah, we went out and we got a manager who was doing well. He'd done well in League One, whatever you want to call it, Division 3 as we would in old money. Did okay in his first seasons but he was scouted by Trev. So, and I didn't mind Pardew, I must admit. I felt he got hard done by in a way. With the sell the club, and whenever you sell the club, they always get rid of the manager at some point, don't they? Because you're not their man. But if we
was taking us down.
Yeah, and that's why I'm surprised. When they go, nah, McKenna, no. It's like I don't get it. When you look, what's going on in their head? When you listen to the list that gets poo-pooed. So he's reading that list off of like a bookie sheet, and yet nearly everyone, senior sources at the club, have poo-pooed them. So you think, well,
this is the man that poo-pooed the fucking Villa manager.
Yeah,
that's what he's dealing with. So when Rob says realistic, what manager comes? Well, he would have come. Otherwise, he wouldn't have sat in the office. And
the funny thing is, I don't mind, and like because you can't see us going out and get them. Let's take the Bournemouth Riola or whatever his name is. There is no way our owners would go and get a manager like that. Yeah, actually, if you look at what he's done at Bournemouth, and that's what I'm saying, and I think the club is definitely at a crossroads. And I don't know. I'd like to have seen more movement on the new money.
I'd be happy if Starden brought a manager in that I'd never heard of.
Yeah.
I'd be happy with that. That'll feel like a real fresh start.
Yeah, I think that's what we need. I think because when you look at the club, as we say, second oldest, though it was the oldest, but now the second oldest average age. The amount of players coming up out of contract, and the amount of players like going into their mid-30s, you know, like they're saying we're going to offer Ogbonna, Fabianski's new deal. We've offered Creswell, but he's turned it down. Antonio, still playing well, but you know, at some point it is going to dry up. You could argue at some points this season it has. You know, there is a big overhaul of that playing squad because one, there's a lack of numbers, decent, and two, it seems like half of them could be on their way without selling anyone.
Yeah.
Ding-a-ling. He just says who's renewing.
Ready out. Well, the only question mark is John, I think. He's waiting to see who the manager is.
Oh, right. Okay.
And to be honest, in my position, if we got Moyes in, or anyone I didn't, I'd renew and leave it empty in my seat because they don't want me to do that.
Did you say Moyes in?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
So because they've told me what they don't like, that'll be the first thing I fucking do.
Yeah.
So that'll happen. But yeah, I'll probably renew.
You been out, Sean?
So I'm just sorting out stuff for Finley, you know, impatient.
All right. Don't you tell your kids no then?
Well, the problem is when I start the podcast, right, it goes on for like 3 hours, so the world carries on, you know, chores to do and stuff.
Well, even if you sit I watch the telly, just tell your kid no.
Do you know, by the way, Declan Rice just hit the post and they're Chelsea losing 5-0 against Arsenal.
Wow.
Chelsea losing 5-0 against Arsenal.
Yeah.
It does us a favour. Sort of. We're still 8th.
I'm going to check. I'm not sure I believe you.
And Andrew Hall. How you doing, Andrew? Hope you're well, mate. Doog. Evening, chaps. With the bald leaking, we're looking at other managers. Why doesn't the Dwarf announce that they're letting Moyes go at the end of the season and let him get a decent reception when he goes instead of our season dwindling away and getting beaten badly in the subsequent games? This is so like Sullivan and Brady. Whenever they let a manager leave, they have to sneak out the back door. And this is why a decent manager will never come to us. Brady, Sullivan, Moyes, out.
Everyone out.
Do you think, does it make a difference knowing, would it be better? Do you know what I think though? If Moyes is going to go in, I think they would be better off letting Moyes make the decision and letting him announce it. I think it'd be. I think that.
How would he announce it?
Well, I'm not signing a new contract.
How does he announce it?
At a press conference.
So like a post-match conference.
Either pre-match or post-match, yeah. But now.
Yeah.
Like Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just so you know, because what's going to happen is he's going to walk into that press conference, and he's going to be asked questions. How do you feel about West Ham talking to Amorim?
And he'll say, "Oh, we're not talking about that."
Yeah, you know, it
yeah, I mean, if he knows, he should come out. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
And then John can renew his season ticket.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Ain't gonna happen, is it?
Do you know, I reckon it might happen Saturday.
What, John renewing his season ticket?
No, Moyes. Because in Moyes' head, he
Sorry.
probably thinks, I'll stand a chance of getting the Liverpool job.
Wouldn't that be funny?
Is that fucking deluded?
Wouldn't that be funny?
Well, I heard Gary O'Neill apparently is going to be interviewed.
I heard that as well.
So,
Making up the numbers.
yeah. Beep, beep. It's Mr. Paul Noland. Maybe too late for me question, but just in case. He says, I normally get the train with Grant Croxford. What is taking a leaf out of Grant's book here? What's your favourite train operator and station? He says, I've changed the question because I can't be bothered with the circus. You got a favourite train operator, Len? The one
Nah.
that doesn't go from where you live to Stratford.
No, I can't say I've taken much notice of train operators.
Sean?
A favourite train operator? I only use the one. I always use it SWT, Southwest Trains, but it's not now, is it? Southwestern.
Oh, right.
I think I remember liking Barron's Court train station.
Oh
no, it's train stations.
DLR? Can you choose? Is DLR a separate train operating? Probably not, is it?
I think. What was
part of TfL? Is it?
I don't know if South Ken Station. The ones along the district line, as you go out west.
Yeah.
Baker Street, of course. I do like Baker Street.
That's not a bad one.
Because it's still because it was the original underground station, and they've kept it in that 1850s style.
Well, it's overground, isn't it? It's on the old Metropolitan line, isn't it?
Yeah.
See, I bet you never knew this. Do you know who the DLR is operated by? It's a franchise. I never knew this.
Is that right? I thought it was
Helios Amy Docklands. I've never heard of them.
Helios.
Kellius Amy Docklands.
I know, I've heard of Amy, A-M-E-Y.
A joint venture between transport operator Kellios and infrastructure specialist Amy.
Amy, yeah, I've heard of Amy.
Have you? There you go.
I used to fit all the locks on the DLR.
Did you?
It was good. Twice a year, get to ride the trains to every station. Just check all the locks work at the stations. Ride back.
I assumed it was part of TfL, but obviously not.
Well, TfL...
It's a franchise. Private sector.
Docklands Light Railway, yeah. Dan Numbers, old sick note.
Here he is.
Says... got a bad cough. As the man can't go football, sorry. Wimp. As the manager made it to Germany, couldn't make it to Stratford. Can't make it up. As the manager merry-go-round is underway, Tony Mowbray was spotted in Beckton Toby Carvery. If that's the case, could I just point out that Beckton is not Toby Carvery. I believe it's what's the other chain? Not Hungry Horse. It might be Harvester.
We don't.
And generally,
me and Sean don't.
No. But
level.
Just for those that do know, generally that's the funeral pub because Cribsies are across the road. so if you get your motors from Cribsies, they would then drop you back, and then that's the pub across the road. So I'm pretty sure that I've never written Toby Carver in Beckton. Anyway, Dan asks, is the Nigel Shawn race around the stadium finally going to take place?
I'm up for that.
Are you up for that?
I'm up for that, yeah.
Fucking hell.
I went to the gym Saturday, Sunday. I'm
twice.
Peak fitness, yeah.
Yeah.
Peak fitness.
Peak fitness. I think I'm ready, my asthma's under control. I'm ready.
Yeah, all right.
Do
you know what, Sean? You'd have more chance if you rolled. Yeah, to be fair.
I think I could beat you.
Well, you both got to get round the stadium for it to
I'll
count.
get round, don't worry. I'm a long distance runner.
Yeah, I think I can do it.
Yeah. All right, last game of the season then.
Yeah,
Luton.
all right. Luton.
Yeah, we'll be
Memorial
there.
to
Before
Huey,
we start drinking.
Memorial to Huey.
What is the Luton game?
Yeah, they're bringing this.
Oh, that's enough to turn people off.
What are they bringing out?
So they do a memorial where they bring up all the people.
Had his funeral yet?
Okay.
No, it's on his on Friday the 3rd of May. Well, we talked about this last week.
Did we?
Which would have been his 80th birthday.
Oh,
a long gap, isn't there?
It just unfortunately it just took the coroner a long time there to be a post-mortem because.
So do they know what happened then?
Yeah.
Oh right.
Yeah, unfortunately he'd suffered from deep vein thrombosis, and that led to internal bleeding and an infection, and unfortunately it led to a cardiac arrest. And the coroner said he probably, possibly in his sleep, probably knew nothing about it. But
what a way to go!
Next Friday would have been his 80th birthday, and that's when we're going to have his funeral in Rugby.
Oh, they're nice. I drove past Rugby today.
Yeah.
As things stand, though, says Dan Numbers, really hard to make a case for renewing season tickets. Brady out.
How you feel? Brady out.
Moyes ball out.
It's,
Come on. Dan, if you don't renew, how are you going to keep your numbers up for away games? Don't start all that nonsense. You'll be there, mate.
this is.
Don't you worry.
I mean, you need to give people like Dan hope. This is why it's important that you should sort of say if Moyes.
Hammering in.
Hammering.
Well, maybe not.
Hammering
you
in.
know.
There you go. There's some hope.
All right. Though we've just announced he ain't coming, Sean.
That was on
Yeah.
the last. He won't have listened to the last.
That was on this podcast. I give
was
the
it?
Fabrizio Romano update. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was before you went away for a minute, but it was longer than a minute. When I
was
asked
about
you a
5
question
minutes.
and you didn't
I did
reply.
send you a message on WhatsApp going 1 minute.
I know, and that's why I asked the question. It's my good mate. It's Dave's son, Uncle Ted Sexton. Evening, gents, he says. Keeping off football for a change. They all seem to be tonight. No one wants to talk about the football. What are your reactions to the revelation that track and field gold medal winners at Paris Olympics will be rewarded with $50,000? No other event winners will get this. Can't see this as following the Olympic ideals. Is that right? You heard this?
No.
So Teddy's saying that if you win a gold medal on track and field,
Oh yes.
they're going to give you $50,000.
$50,000. I have read this. Yeah, and they're saying, well,
So what if you win the BMX?
Yeah, you get $50,000.
No, it says track and field only.
Oh. I obviously didn't read the story, but you're right. I did hear golds would get $50,000, and some people have gone, oh, it takes a little bit away from. But look,
Yeah, don't sound
you know, most of the people, they're not really. Let's be honest, right? The people that are in the
they're not
Olympics anymore are
amateurs.
not amateurs anymore, and they rely on sponsorship. So if it gets away from sponsorship, but if it only goes to golds, then maybe it's a bit elitist. I don't know. I don't give a shit about athletics, so it's a bit difficult for me to. It's not an athletics podcast. By the way, before I forget, happy St George's Day, both of you. And all
Yeah,
the
happy St
listeners.
George's Day.
Yeah, I'm not afraid to say that or flag. I know I see what happened today, but you know, suddenly you go, oh, be careful. You know, West Ham put something out saying it's happy St George's
What
Day.
happened today?
Oh, there were fights in Trafalgar Square.
What was it?
Yeah, the police.
Well, yeah. Well, there was a more aggressive stance from the police against middle-aged white English blokes than there was against any other ethnic minority that fancies protesting.
yeah. Can't wave your flag anymore.
Well,
No.
By the way,
You'd be
before I
right wing.
forget, happy birthday to Eddie Bovington.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Bovington, even.
Bovington, yeah.
happy birthday, Eddie.
He's
Bovington.
83 today.
Well done, Ed.
Do you remember when we met him? You and I?
I remember I interviewed him.
Yeah, we met him quite a few times.
Quite surreal, actually, because as a player who, when you listen to him, imposter syndrome.
Yeah. That
Doesn't
was the
feel
guy,
like,
wasn't it?
yeah, doesn't feel like he
Was
you
good
know
enough.
that he was good enough, and hence why he retired at 27. Could have gone to other football clubs, but just packed up and went to work.
Never
as
made
a
any
tailor.
money. Bit embarrassing, but I'm going to say it anyway. But
FA Cup final winner.
he has to rely on West Ham fans like BSB getting him tickets and buying him beer. He never made any money out of football, and it's fair to say the club don't look after him. Is that fair to say, Nigel?
I think that's fair to say. That you know, if you look at the roll call of ex-players that they use in the lounges, I think it's a bit embarrassing, realistically. You know, it is someone who actually won a medal.
Yeah.
I think I said before there's well, funny enough, before we won the Champions Conference League, the European Conference League, there was only about 38 players that had won a medal playing for West Ham. Obviously, I think we equalled that in one night, didn't we? The amount of medals they freaking give out nowadays.
Yeah.
So that's when they gave medals to only the players that played. So, you know, for him to be treated like that, and there's the likes of, you know, Steve Jones. I'm not knocking Jonah. You know, he gave us a great few games.
Good Easter weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah, you know, damn fucking Tottenham game was brilliant. But let's not get it right, yeah.
Yeah.
He ain't a legend, is he?
No.
You know, and there's a few others.
Did BSB still keep in contact with him?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Happy birthday! I know you're not listening, Eddie, but happy birthday.
There you go. 83, he's probably asleep. Anyway, Barry Meikle says, what a disgrace from some of our players at the weekend. Disgrace, I say. This is not Odson's Palace anymore. They're young and exciting. I think they'll do well under Glasner next season. I liked him in Starsky and Hutch. Anyway, teams are now breathing down our necks and we'll do well to finish 9th or above. Well, yeah, I think we'll finish 9th. Barry does say, though, he feels the time's come to let Moyes go. But on the other hand, yeah, can you imagine this? He says, on the other hand, I feel like he should be made to stay and fix the mess of a squad he's left us with. What do you think, Brady? Out?
I think we let the cunt go, to be honest. As soon as that was fucking better.
I can't believe. Well, how long we've been going? 2 hours now. You've finally done it, Len.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Fucking hell. I ain't for this, ungrateful fucking shit. Bollocks to that.
Yeah, I can't see how you get any benefit out of letting a manager fix the mess that he's got you in. Because it generally don't happen, does it?
It's over. Arsenal won 5-0.
Charlie Fawkes.
Fatty
Fawkes.
Fawkes.
That was. He was a goalkeeper.
I think his name was Charlie, wasn't it?
I
Charlie
know,
Fatty Fawkes, was it?
Might be. No question, but he's got a joke. Anyway.
I'm going to look it up.
Oh,
All right, go on. While you're telling the joke, I'll look it up.
So, this is a joke. Bex and Posh fly in from Florida and get a cab into town from Heathrow.
Fawkes.
Oh, right. They get chatting with... Was it Chelsea played for? Or Everton?
Sheffield United and Chelsea. They played for Chelsea.
There you go.
And Bradford City.
Yep. So let's start the quiz. So Bex and Posh fly in from Florida and get a cab into town from Heathrow. They get chatting with the driver and Bex tells him, "We went to this great restaurant last night in Miami." "Really?" says the cabbie. "I've been to Miami. Which restaurant you talking about?" Bex, "Oh, what's it called? What's the name of a London station?" "I don't know," says the cabbie. "Waterloo." No, not Waterloo. "King's Cross." No, not King's Cross. "Victoria." "Yeah, that's it. Victoria. What was the name of that restaurant we went to last night?"
Very good.
Boom, boom. Everyone out. Well, there you go. Maybe
Everyone out.
Next up, it be old Dardsey. Hey!
Here he is.
There he is.
Our favourite sex tourist.
Well,
Oi!
What?
anyway, you are awful. To like
But
you.
we don't like you.
Good evening, people. Good to catch up with most of you on Thursday night. Anyway,
He's talking about you, Len.
Yeah.
Yeah,
see
I
me.
know,
I didn't see Dodsey Thursday, so I know who he's talking about.
there
Oh,
you go.
right. Did you not see him?
No, I didn't
Oh,
see him.
okay.
No. In Nigel's opinion, how will we see? Who's we talking to before the game?
EB.
Oh, yeah, I see EB. Yes,
I thought you were with EB before the game.
I
That's
was
why we
with
didn't
EB
see-
before the
yeah.
game. I wasn't thinking. I was talking about in your company. You idiot.
Oh,
Anyway, in Nigel's opinion, how will we look back at David Moyes' reign, and would he be happy with a statue outside in years to come for the bloke who won a European trophy? Right, I'll answer that.
He asked you.
Yeah, I
Well,
will.
you know, it's my fucking answer.
I don't think you can have a statue to Moyes before you put a statue up to John Lowell
Yeah,
in Ron
agreed.
Greenwood.
agreed.
It's not fucking toughy, was it?
So you could, and here's the thing: if you're putting up trophies like that, you could put one up of Declan holding the trophy up, but that ain't going to go down well, is it? Until he retires. As statues go, you know, I think there are certain players like Bill, like Brooklyn, though, if we're getting a statue of Brooklyn, I'd make him paper it, just to be cheeky. And if Brooklyn was paying for it, it'd only be a statuette, because he wouldn't pay the full price.
I don't think Trevor would want a statue, to be honest.
No, well, you know, like let's honour these people before we start looking at modern day.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
Yeah. Sean, as an alleged internet warrior, do you think YouTube channels will be correct in the long run about be careful what you wish for?
Well, I'm not sure. It's more the media saying be careful what you wish for, the latest of which is Stuart Pearce. Look, the unknown for me, I'm not going to be flip-flop and go Moyes out, you know. I've said...
No, but you can actually say, actually, I think it's time that he
I think it's time. I think there's no way back with the fan base, you know, my latest...
There's always
holding.
redemption, mate.
And I
the
think...
flip-floppers like Leather Barrel will prove
Yeah, I
that.
know. And look, I'm grateful for what he's done for us, but I think his time has come because he's lost the fan base.
No.
He has lost the fan base.
He's lost a percentage of the fan base.
I think he's lost over 50% of the fan base. For me, that's tipped the scale.
I'll go on a third. I think he's seriously lost all hope. 33% of the fan base.
I think
33% are a bit like, probably I'd say me and you, Sean. You know, whoever's there, whatever, we support them, whatever. And then I think a third of the fan base actually would be quite happy with Moyes next season.
I think, and I wouldn't be disappointed if he was around next season.
What?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
He's the only manager that I've missed games under.
I think I've probably got the biggest win rate out of a certain amount of managers as well. So
you had to ask it. Dodsy's asked, Sean, get this up because I can't log into it.
Go on.
My login's fucked.
Yeah.
How's Super 6 going?
Oh, yeah, let's have a look on Super 6.
So go and have an up. I'll update the golf day in a couple of weeks when I've organised it. I'm looking to do it in August or September.
Oh, nice.
Keith's doing quite well in Super 6, and he didn't know who Phil Walker was, who's leading it, by the way.
Well, that's who we met, Sean.
You know
that's who we met.
Yeah.
It was Phil Walker.
Phil, yeah. Who's down the front of our stand, yeah.
Yeah. For the record, Dodsey carries on. If Moyes goes, which we know he will, thank you for the past 4 years you've given me. I do appreciate it, but it's time to move on.
Phil Walker is number one.
Trying to move on from Svetler as well, Richard.
Phil Walker is leading the way with 454 points in first. Rodri Brooks, 447. Our friend Big Keith, 435. He's fallen away. Luke Sharman, 434 in fourth, down one. Mark Matthews, 5th place, 427. Liam Tyrrell,
Super Liam,
426. Nick Harvey is 7th on 421.
AI.
Oh, AI. Tom Smith, 420 in 8th. 9th, Adrian Fratley on 419. And finally, 10th place, down 2 places, Gareth Davis on 418. Just an honourable mention, by the way, to Mark Murphy, our good friend Mark Murphy, in 12th on 416.
Well done, Murph.
Yeah, so Chrissy Mills is there in 14th, by the way. John Lowe's there in 17th. Is there anyone else we could point out? No. Oh, Richard Dodds! Richard Doddsy is 21st on 396. You've got no chance. Tim Sherman in 22nd. Simon Pope in 23rd.
Old enough then, Dodds. Anyway. 21.
Gary Prince in 31st, by the way. Just for
that's
your names. Yeah. I'm nowhere because I haven't put a single one in this. Nigel Khan in 60th place with 105.
I lost my login. I can't get in. That's why I can't even check to see what's going on.
I'm tying in joint last with Chris Kamara, Jeff Sterling, and
Jeff Sterling.
Miriam Williams, none of which have we scored any points because we haven't entered any entries this season. There you go.
Hi, chaps, says Mick Clifford. Always a great listen, and keep it up. Moyes got some terrible stick after Palace. Was that warranted? Question mark. In my opinion, no. That's the team we probably all picked beforehand. It didn't have anything to do with tactics, as we couldn't pass, run, attack, mark the opposition, nor defend. I do understand where he's coming from. I sort of semi-agree.
I imagine that was the case. I didn't watch it. To go fucking 4-0 down after, what was it, 20 minutes?
30, to be fair.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Fucking hell, mate. That 10 minutes between 3-0 and 4-0.
That could have been more goals.
Yeah. Oh, anyway. On the bright side, we did draw the second half. 1-0. And if you'd have seen how we scored our goal, it's one of the goals of the season. I've seen a few worse performances from a West Ham side in the first half that's up there in the Premier League era. Right. What's the worst performance, if there was one, for us?
I'd say that Arsenal game this year. In my current memory, that is the worst.
Yeah, cool. You nicked that from me as well. I'm trying to think.
No. There's the one for me. We got is Blackburn away. I think Repka got sent off, but fucking hell, 6-1.
I think it might have been 7, wasn't it?
Well, might have been 7. There was a 7-1 as well for Man United, but at least we were 1-0 up after 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, remember that.
The one thing about that Man United game that really does make me laugh is now and again I'll stick on the old Vida Zane Pet and when they're in Cuba. And when the Geordie boy is pretending to be a Man United fan to the Chinese bloke, he gets a video sent over. And it's that fucking game. 7-1. Now you think, oh, come on. There you go. Right. Being Moyes, or any manager, ambivalent, I've never cared who the manager is, or probably ever will. But the meltdown on social media is over the top. Here we go. Pep or Klopp aside, who would you like to be our next manager if contracts and money weren't an issue? So forget who the ownership is. Forget about there's no fucking money to spend or there ain't a lot or whatever. If you can pick one manager to come and manage West Ham, who you going after? Sean Aldo.
He said Pep and Klopp aside.
Yeah, all right. You can't name them.
I'd like an English manager. I'd still go with Eddie Howe. Might become available. If they don't get Champions League, I think he might get sacked. He might come available this summer.
Oh, okay. Eddie Howe.
By the way, going back to the other one, Leeds, looked it up. West Ham, Leeds, Premier League, May the 1st, 1999.
Oh, we lost 5-1.
5-0.
No.
Are you sure?
Where was it?
It was at
1999.
1999, Henry Redknapp.
5-1.
You sure?
Double check, Sean.
Right,
Pretty sure Paolo got a goal.
Leeds.
It was Ian Wright's last game for West Ham. He got sent off. We had 3 players sent off. Absolute fantastic game of football. I think you're getting stuck on the scoreline. The way we played that day, fuck me, what a game. I think...
Yeah, no, you're right. 5-1.
Paolo?
Yeah, Paolo, you're right. Again, yeah.
Jimmy got sent off, right? You ready?
Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank scored the first. Alan Smith scored the second. Yeah. Ian Hart. Lee Boyer scored...
so we lost Ian Wright. He got sent off.
He did, yeah.
I believe...
Steve Lomas.
The goalkeeper.
No. Steve Lomas got sent off. And Shaka Hislop got sent off.
Goalkeeper got sent off.
And then Ian Wright, you're right. No, sorry.
Ian Wright went first.
Ian Wright went first, then Shaka Hislop.
Yeah.
And then Steve Lomas. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. It was a great game of football, to be fair, that day. That was.
Yeah.
Pick a manager. So to answer Mike, if I'm going to pick a manager, if money was no objects, and I could have any manager I want. Blimey. Who would I go and get? I would go and get Alonso.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
That's who I'd actually go and get.
Alonso. Interesting, yeah. That's a good call. Never come, but good call.
No, that's the one.
But
I think Eddie Howe could come, by the way. I really
Possibly,
do think that they could sack him and go, no, we want Champions League. We're going to move on with another manager and part ways this summer.
With this manager thing, we kind of got not got to wait for Man United and Liverpool, but there will be good managers out there hanging out for that job and not going to get it, and then might think they want to come to us. And I don't want Sullivan to do that, to wait around for the merry-go-round, because we know he will. So for my answer to Mick's question is that I can't really come up with a name other than Alonso, and even this guy that we were talking about last night, he sounds all right. I don't know anyone. There's no one I can recommend, and I'm happy with who Stiden chooses. Really, I can't say I take much notice of other managers in the Premier League.
If you think Alonso was a Stiden pick, and
was he?
Apparently, that's what they say.
You know, Stiden was at the club when Alonso was appointed, but left soon after. So he's got a good eye. That's what my point would be. You know, so at the end of the day, that's why he's there. This is why he's there, to pick a manager and sort out the direction of the club. Thanks, Mick, anyway. Next up, it's the Spandau Ballet roadie, Matty Kemp. Says, evening, gents. Clearly Moyes is going when his contract ends. Given the recent developments regarding not so discreet meetings with certain managers, why is the club not revealing the best kept secret, as Liverpool did with Klopp? Sean, move your phone. Brady out.
Brady out.
Undermining the manager, constructive dismissal.
Undermining the manager, you must be fucking...
I'm just saying, you know.
Yeah. Next up, it's the old Bicester ceramic, Grant Cruxford. Evening, guys. How many of you are there? 3. If you could manage any fast food restaurant, which one and why? He says he's got a longer question, but I've been told to save it for a later date. Brady and Sullivan out.
Everyone out.
Manage a fast food restaurant.
What, a well-known chain?
Why would you think of such things?
So we're not talking Michelin star.
Fuck off, Sean.
Fast food.
I've no idea how to give an answer to it.
I would have McDonald's.
Why though? Why were you going?
Why? Because I'm a man of the people, and McDonald's is the people's burger.
I'd run a good old-fashioned fish and chip shop.
Would you?
Yeah.
All right.
I'd happily do that for my time again.
That what you mean? Lenny Ramsden's.
Yeah.
That could be good. That could be a thing. You could open up a fish and chip shop, yeah, and flog your artwork on the wall as well.
Now, question. Do we consider pie and mash fast food?
No. Really?
Well, because the pre-cooked pies, the mash is ready.
Yeah, it's the original fast food.
Fast food.
It's all prepared.
It is fast food.
It's
the
market
definition
food.
The
Here's your
definition
food.
of fast
Sit
food,
down there and fuck off.
Right, when I go
Can't get faster than that.
I used to go to Greengate, right? The pies were pre-cooked in a tray. The mash is ready. The liquor's ready. It's wallop, right? That's fast food, is it not? Pre-prepared.
Yeah.
You're kicking yourself now, but I'm going to say pie and mash.
Yeah, what chain then, Sean?
Nigel's tried that.
You didn't say chain. Did the question say chain?
If you could manage any fast food restaurant,
there
which
you go.
one?
Which one?
Which one?
Yeah.
Which one?
Well, you can't say Nathan's because it doesn't exist anymore. The one in Greengate, is that still there?
The one in Greengate?
Yeah.
What, the one that shut down before Nathan shut down?
Oh, did it? Hang on a minute. Hang on. The one that used to run the one in that we had in the London Stadium.
Still there, you mean?
It was a little off shot.
A little off shot.
Is Robbins
What are
still
you
around?
talking about?
Is Robbins still around?
Robbins is still around.
All right, so I'll say Robbins. There you go.
Right.
Robbins pie mash.
Have you tried the pie mash from the stall in the stadium?
Yeah, I have. Yeah,
What do you think?
I like it.
Is it?
It's all right. You love it.
No, I'll tell you how much. Yeah, the
13
office,
quid for 2.
No, the office is we're having that for dinner tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
On Friday. Every
What,
now and again.
Tony's?
Yeah.
What, from Waltham Abbey?
Yeah.
Where are you on Welling?
Welling Garden City, yeah.
So it comes to something on this
It's
question.
going to be cold.
I go
Well,
the
warm it up. We got a microwave. We got a bleeding air fryer. We got a George Foreman grill. Got fucking.
The towners go for fish and chips and McDonald's, while the outer towner goes for pie and mash. There's
I
some
went fast
irony
food.
there. It's
Well, no,
fast
I don't
food.
pie mash. I don't.
Ah.
To me, pie mash is haute cuisine.
You're
Sean.
thinking fried food, right? This is fast food.
Fast food, yeah. It's
means
burgers.
No, it
Shit.
doesn't mean. No, it doesn't mean. It means fast food. It's pre-prepared. You turn up and you go. There you go. Fast food.
Well, so if I go into a cafe and go, can I have a number 2 breakfast, no egg, baked beans, extra sausage,
and if it's
can I have hash
preheated,
browns along with my bubble?
Yeah, if it's preheated, it just
And if they
literally
deliver it, what's the time scale? What, if they deliver it under 5 minutes?
Yeah, I think so.
Sometimes I wait 10 minutes in McDonald's. Is that not fast food? then?
That's not fast food. No,
Oh, right.
they've got
I
it all
better tell
wrong.
them.
Yeah, there you go.
Gary O'More. He loves it, really. He says, I'll go first. Will ya? Who's going to be the last one to leave this summer? According to reports, we'll have about 5 players left. Who do you fancy to come in, player and gaffer-wise? Everyone out. Well, you've heard us pick who we think managers. Go on then. One player. Pick a player you want to sign.
Conor Gallagher.
Conor Gallagher. Len?
I've just found a pie and mash shop for you in Welling Garden City. 158.
Fuck off.
Oh, seriously? Mrs. C's
Yeah?
Pie and Mash Arts. Traditional pie and mash and liquor served at Mrs. C's Thursday to Saturday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. 158 Ollybush Lane, Welling Garden City. One of my favourite places, Hertfordshire. AL7 4JU. What was your question? I have to pick who? Any
Pick a player.
Trevor Francis.
What, you want to sign Trevor Francis?
No, I didn't know. You just said pick a player.
No. No. You got to pick a player who you want to sign.
Let's think about this.
Trevor Francis is dead.
Yeah, I know that. He just said pick a player.
Well, you can't sign a dead player.
So... Ooh, that's a good question. Who do I want to fucking sign? Oh, actually, I'll pass. Couldn't care fucking less.
That Mrs. Miggins Pies or whatever in Welling, that's about 5 minutes from the office.
Well, there you
There
go.
you go.
It's fast food, mate.
Go in there, didn't
You might have to have a look. Give that a go.
How many more, by the way?
Just a couple more.
Okay.
5. Ziggy Stardust.
you? He's an alligator!
Hopefully back from his holiday evening. He says, looking very unlikely we finish top 7 this season. And we've given the Europa League quarter-final a good go. And despite the disappointment, not a bad season in my book. I'm not too disappointed, though. Do you think we'll be able to strengthen the squad in a closed season in order to improve? Or we will continue to struggle along with a few great performances? Brady out.
Brady out.
Struggle next season for me, Dave.
I wouldn't mind a little bit of a struggle.
Yeah. I think a bit of mid-table mediocrity is on the board.
You don't have to be mediocre. We could still enjoy it.
No, well, that's
football's
what
better.
we look forward to.
Next season, we're going to get a manager who's going to win the Premier League.
There we go.
Good if you got Alonso. And it's the same guy picking.
Lee Pethers,
Oh,
who's got a brain 'cause he went to the University of Essex. Are the board waiting for it to be mathematically impossible to qualify for Europe before they fire Moyes? Says Lee Pevers.
So say it again.
Are the board waiting for it to be mathematically impossible to qualify for Europe?
Yes.
Before they fire Moyes?
No. First bit, yes. Second bit, they ain't going to fire him.
Before
whatever
they
happens,
he's not going.
I just think they just say, you know.
So is that Lee's first time?
Don't know.
I think it is.
Well done, Lee. Happy St. George's.
Heathers.
I was thinking Pethers Originals. A bit like Werther's.
Werther's, yeah.
There's like Pethers Originals.
It's going to be tough Pethers.
Yeah. Yeah. Next up, here he is. Howdy, gents. Yeehaw! The Devon Duke Senior of Hazard. From North Carolina. Woohoo! Hey! Howdy, folks. I got a non-football sports question for you. Whoa! Do you all watch British Pro Wrestling and World of Sport coming up? What's your thoughts on Big Daddy and any other wrestlers? Thanks. Yeah.
Shirley Crabtree. Got kind of bored of watching him win in the end. Giant Ace Stacks.
Who liked Giant Ace Stacks though? I never did. I must admit.
No, I didn't like Giant
I nearly said I was a Big Daddy man, but that just sounds really wrong.
Jambo Nagasaki, was he one?
Nagasaki, he's the one. Was he the one that wore the hat?
The
mask.
Yeah.
Do you know the thing about our wrestlers, isn't it? Didn't they look old and unfit?
Yeah.
I mean, when you look at them, they were not WWE, do they?
No.
But it was proper wrestling, though, isn't it? Not like that. I'm going to hit you over the head with a chair and not actually hurt you. Bollocks. That
I don't think there's much hurting to be done.
In WWE, it's just an act, isn't it? It's a stage show, you know. It's performance, isn't it? It's not wrestling.
Yeah.
Blimey, Big Daddy did the splunge on body slam on you, isn't it? You're out.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's what the old girls come to fucking say.
Well, they come to see old men in leotards, didn't they? But
yeah.
they used to, they did, innit? It was, they did love it, innit? My missus said her nan used to sit there with a walking stick and shake it at the telly, go, give him some.
Come on, let's move along.
Father Chris Kinch, is it just me, or do you ever find yourself wanting to shout, "Oh, it's" to people you don't even know whenever you see someone wearing a West Ham shirt?
Always.
I used to, not anymore.
I still
They do that to Sean, and then when he answers back, they realise, oh, it's that prick.
Irons!
Yeah, that's it. Not for me, I must admit.
Yeah.
Found myself wanting to do that a lot on Sundays. I ran along and spotted fellow West Ham. Well done, Chris. Did the marathon.
Yeah. What a man.
I had a marathon duo the other day. Been a while.
Snickers.
Yeah. Well, stop laughing, Sean. I didn't think it was that funny. Well done, Chris.
Did we have a question this week from Ian Wiley at all?
No.
Good. If you're listening, Ian, good. Get well soon, mate.
I was going to do that at the end.
Oh, sorry.
No. You've brought it up now. It's going to be.
Yeah. So get well soon, Ian. I hope you're everything's going all right, and I know you've been through some rough times lately, but all our best wishes come from everyone at the podcast.
Yeah.
Seconded,
especially me.
And thirded. Yeah. I'll drop you a line tomorrow, E, which will be today, technically, if you're listening to it. But this is question time.
No. The other one's already gone up, so this will be on.
Oh, I know you. You like to shoot your bolt early, and not like me. It's like I make them wait.
The first edition already went up a few hours ago while we've been recording this one, so the second one will go up.
Last one of the night, before you keep wobbling, it's Mr. Ed Hughes.
Yeah,
loves a bit of squirrel.
Thank you very much, Mr. Moyes. Thank you so much, but it's time for a rest and a change. We need a bit of Simon, what's his name's music, don't we?
Simon Bates.
Mr. Moyes.
He's dead as well, isn't he?
No, he's still going.
Is he?
Thank you so much. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you so much, but it's time for a rest and a change.
You're right, he's 77 years old.
But the lack of squad depth and the limited plan B is without doubt an indicator you've taken the club as far as you can.
Okay.
Question for the panel.
Yep, go on.
Here we go. It's the same as what everyone's done. It's anyone think it's bloody question time. Would you think it's a good idea for a replacement manager to take the last few games to get their head round the scale of the challenge?
No,
I put that question first to Sean from the Conservative Party.
No.
Len
of
from
course,
the Labour Party.
You might want to see some players that you like and you want to keep. What if someone comes in and
the
thinks...
Labour Party? Len, the Labour
I'm not the Labour Party. I'm Reform.
All right, Len from the Reform Party.
Fucking just sack him, get rid of him, get some new bloke in so he can have a look about, see what he likes.
Probably UKIP Len would be if UKIP was still
that's
going.
nice, that is.
All right.
Well, Reform, that's all right. And next up, Nigel from the Monster
Green
Raving Looney Party.
Yeah.
Of course, no, I don't think it's... you ain't going to get a manager to come in for 3 games. What's he going to do?
Yeah,
He's going to look at them and go, well, half of you lot are going anyway. So
we should have sacked him beforehand then.
If he's going to go, I don't know. There's still bits and pieces to play for. Maybe... I think it's harsh, even the Luton game, because there's a lot on it for Luton. So it seems a bit unfair to the likes of Nottingham Forest and whatever if we sack our manager and put in some caretaker before the Luton game.
Luton are still in it, aren't they? They're just 1 point away.
I saw people going about Kevin Keane taking over or whatever. And like, why not give him a go? And I'm thinking, well, I can think of 3 reasons. He's had 3 cracks at it and not won 1 game.
Yeah, Luton on 25 points on 34 games. Yeah. Nottingham Forest on 26 points. 34 games. So it's going to be one of those 2. Everton on 30 points. They're probably safe. And then Brentford
on 30 points. They're safe now.
I think it will be. I think
you're worrying about be careful what you fucking wish for.
Sheffield United are down on 16 points. Burnley probably not going to get out of trouble on 23. So really, I think it's either Luton or Nottingham Forest now that will go down. I hope it's Nottingham Forest.
Fucking hell, Sean. I'll tell you, the way you worked out, you ever thought about a job in the police force?
Why?
Oh, what an investigation you just did.
Well, do you think Everton is still going to be in trouble?
Well, they've only got 30 points.
They've only got 30 points. But I don't think in the last 4 games they are going to go below Nottingham Forest and Luton.
Imagine getting 8th in this league, qualifying for Europe with 8th place, and thinking that's a fucking success when there's a team starting with 30 fucking points. Yeah, we have a fucking look at ourselves, really.
They've had
everything's come back to us. We ain't reached the next fucking level.
They've had 2 points deductions. I think it'll be very...
Yeah, still fucking stayed up.
It will be very controversial if Nottingham Forest go down on the basis of their points deduction, which is still under appeal.
If Nottingham Forest got their points back,
yeah,
they would still be in the same position in the league.
They would at the moment, yeah.
Just with 4 points more.
Yeah. Anywho, are we done?
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, there you go. We'll be back next week, I'm sure, after the Liverpool game, full of joys of spring. And Len can tell us how well he did at golf.
I can. I've got no idea how it's going to work out.
Cool. I've been Sean. Nigel has been...
Yeah.
And Len has been...
A bit cold, to be honest. It hasn't warmed up lately, is it? Needs to get warm.
That's it. This is episode 51. That was... Go back and listen to 50, haven't you? And we'll be back for episode 52 next week. Bye.
Bye.
Come on, you Iron.
Bobby Moore. More than just a podcast. Bobby Moore. More than just a podcast.
Well, that was fucking dreadful.
You're joking. Not another one? Oh, for God's sake, I can't stand this.
Wankers! Fucking embarrassing. Waste of our time. Fucking waste of our time.
was wonderful.
Bravo!
I loved that.
Oh, it was great.
Well, it was pretty good.
Well, it wasn't bad.
Well, there were parts of it that weren't very good, though.
It could have been a lot better.
I didn't really like it.
It was pretty terrible.
It was bad.
It was awful.
It was terrible.
Get him away!
Hey, boo!
Boo!